The long march of history has shown that legitimate political authority does not stem from ideologies, ruling parties, or the barrel of a gun. It comes from one source: the people. The people living in Hong Kong, Taiwan, and China are no different from others. They should be free to choose their own course. The Chinese Communist Party, however, does not draw its legitimacy from the people, and it should not be seeking to suppress the liberal democratic future of a free and open economy and society that was promised to the people of Hong Kong. For over a year now, millions of Hong Kongers have taken to the streets to resist attempts to constrain civil, economic, and political liberties. They have found their voice and is now being heard all around the world. Their colossal marches between the city's skyscrapers have become the pulsing veins of a defiant spirit and heart. In November, we saw that spirit translate into emphatic victory at the district council elections. An unprecedented voter turnout gave the pro-democracy movement control over 17 of the 18 district councils. But popular support for a liberal democratic Hong Kong has only been met with rubber bullets, political persecution, and economic coercion and threats. We have all seen the shocking footage of protesters cornered and beaten by Special Forces police in Hong Kong's subway. Pro-democracy politicians like Cheng Lai-King have been charged with questionable political offences, and self-determination advocates like Agnes Chow have been banned from seeking public office. Australia has voiced its deep concern about loose national security legislation that can easily be abused to suppress legitimate and free discussion about Hong Kong and its future. Free countries promote sustainable societies. Human liberty is the biggest proponent of peace, whereas authoritarianism is never sustainable. It may carry the veneer of credibility in the short term, but it always crumbles because it depends on the unsustainable suppression of the human spirit. The tragedy is there is always a human price tag to authoritarianism's failed perpetuation. Liberal democracy has a constituency through the people. Authoritarianism has no constituency except those at the top by taking from the people. Those who stand up for a continuing liberal democratic Hong Kong are not reminiscing for the city's past. They are rejecting a predetermined future of disempowerment so they can have the same basic liberties that many of us simply take for granted. Around 100,000 Australians live in Hong Kong, and so too the reverse. Our solidarity comes from a relationship and, of course, our common humanity. On the mainland, the CCP's centralised control denies over 1 billion people their freedom to choose their country's future. That is what makes Hong Kong so different, so special. They can decide their own future. They should, they must, and we must stand with Hong Kong.